Hello everyone, it is Aaron Fletta here, and I am here filming my June setup. So I am super excited for this particular setup because it's something that I thought about the other day, and I was just like in love with the idea and decided to go ahead and do it. I had a totally different plan going forward, and like I had that plan, I don't know, since maybe March for my June setup, but I don't know. I love the idea of this. So basically, what I am doing is a rainbow theme, but it is in relation to milk and cows. So I don't know if you all have seen like the concept of like strawberry cows for strawberry milk and things like that. So I decided to take it a step further, and I looked up a bunch of different types of milk that can be different colors. And a lot of these are very much like Korean inspired and like things like that. So the different colors that I came up with obviously are rainbow colors, and each of them is associated with a flavor. So the pinky red one, that is strawberry. The orangey one is caramel. The yellow is banana. The green is melon. The blue is blueberry. And then the purple is taro. So all of these are actual real life milk drinks, by the way. So I don't know. I was just so in love with the concept. And I picked out this color palette, which I really like together. I kind of wish the orange were a little bit different. I did have like a more of a corally orange one picked out originally. The orange one is the only one that I'm not happy with, like how they work together. But it was the only one that I could really, I think, get away with. So that is what it is. Yeah, I wanted it a little bit more orangey since it is representing caramel rather than corally, because I don't know, that just didn't work in my brain. So these are all Archer and Olive acrylograph pens. Most of these are new, except I believe the yellow one is not new. So the red is called Vintage Rose, the orange called Sunshine. I don't know where the yellow one is from. I will try to find that out. The green is from it's is called key lime pie. The blue is called cornflower, and the purple is called heliotrope. So I will try to figure out the yellow one and put that in the description down below. Honestly, I have all of the acrylographs, so it's kind of hard to keep track because a lot of the first ones they didn't have the name written on the actual pen barrel, and now they do. So the other five that I mentioned are from the newer collections, I believe. God, I forgot what those are called. They were released Blossom, and the other one is called something. I think they were both released in spring. And then I am just finishing it off with I added in a little tail that had the rainbow gradient, and then finishing it off with the word June lettered with the rainbow. I do really, really love how this ended up looking. I just, I'll have to name the cows something that goes along with the color that they are at some point. I have not thought about that. If you have any ideas, please let me know down below because I love these cows. So one of the things that I wanted to do with this theme is to incorporate the cows in different areas and the meaning behind them. So you'll see me do that here in a little bit, but also incorporate just like the cow spots, because I feel like the cow spots themselves fill a lot of space. And that's what I loved about my May theme, is like all those little cell elements were so good at filling space. And I really, really want to continue to incorporate filling in some negative spaces. And then I realized I kind of messed up because I wanted to do the Dutch door, and I put the habit tracker in one of the spots where I needed to put the to-do list. That was the whole idea of that concept. So I didn't do that. So now I am going back and I am fixing everything. So I have my healthy habits that has been working out really, really well for me. But I really wanted to do this Dutch door with the long panels on either side, very similar to Junie Sun Studio. I was very much inspired by that. So I have a gratitude log on the right-hand side and a to-do list on the left-hand side. I have my healthy habits right along the top with the little habit tracker monthly boxes. And then I will do what I've been doing, which is my workout log chart. That way I can see, okay, I did work out, but was it a super effective workout? That's what I want to know. And the way I determine that is I usually wear my Apple Watch, and that works out pretty well for me when it comes to figuring out if that was effective for me. So we can see down here I am including the cow spots. It reminds me very much of when I did the April the giraffe theme like 8 million years ago. What was it? 2019 maybe? 2018? I don't know, somewhere in there I did the giraffe, and I loved doing those spots. And I mean, I loved it so much that I continued to do it for my 2022 setup. I will leave that link down below. But basically, I just did a whole bunch of animal spots. So here are my cow spots, and those are going to continue all along the bottom as well. But I wanted to make sure I got my to-do list in there and that it matched the same length as the gratitude log. And then my cat decided to come and visit. And he was just sitting there, so I was like, okay, that's fine. Okay, cat, you do you. And slowly but surely, he kind of pushes me to the right there. So I don't know, just enjoy watching that element of everything, because I was not thrilled by the end. Competing for space on my desk. But, I mean, he looked really cute while he was doing it, so it was fine. So this is what I was talking about before, where I put in my log. So basically this becomes a chart. And then my freaking thing is just broken. I can't get it to work with the refillables. Anyways, so this chart, I use my watch and I will log in what the calories burned during my workout were. So that has been working, again, very, very well for me. So I didn't want to not include that. I was going to put this chart a little bit more towards the bottom so that I didn't have to keep doing all of these cow blobs, like these cow marking blobs. But I ended up really like how it looked at the end of this. And I think it was really nice because when I flipped over in the Dutch door, I did not continue this pattern. So I liked that this seems like the main page because it has the pattern, and then I flip into the Dutch door and it's a little bit, it's not. I did not want to do this anymore. I do like doing patterns like this, but because I was filling them in, I was just like, oh my god, this is taking forever. So I definitely, by the end of this, was like, no, okay, I don't want to fill these in anymore. And when it comes to the weeklies, that's going to be fine. I will fill them in, but I'll mostly be doing the little doodles, the little cow doodles rather than like these cow spots. But I it felt like a little weird to continue to do these little cows at the bottom. So I did it for inside the Dutch door, but then left this like rainbow cow print for this main part. And again, that's why I loved May so much, is because I could do little things that fill up all of that negative space. And I loved how that looked. It didn't look cluttered to me. It looked like my whole negative space was filled, and it wasn't hard for me to do. Like I said, this was a little bit more cumbersome, but and tedious, but it's not that big of a deal, especially when like when I'm on my freaking work calls and I'm decide to doodle. It's not a big deal. So, anyways, that is my main part of the setup. Like I said, I wanted to do the to-do list on the left-hand side and the gratitude log on the right. Hopefully, I do a good job at this. A lot of times, I go back at the end of the week and I'll like fill things in. So sometimes I forget, but hopefully, I can remember by like maybe incorporating a daily check-in, like to do item on each of my dailies. Sometimes that's not going to work on the weekend because I don't always do bullet journaling on the weekend, but overall, it's fine. So here we see the inside of the Dutch door. So again, I am doing the little cow. Very, very easy to do, by the way. I had to like figure out the doodles a couple times before I like really started getting the hang of it. Like this looks a little weird, like the little tummy part of this cow, but overall, it's a cute little cow, so it doesn't have to look perfect. So this is my strawberry cow, which you'll see that I incorporate strawberries as well. And here you see my cat starting to like really get into my way. And I'm just like, okay, I'm a cat, like, come on. And you see him poking in, he's moving my pens, but there's his little nose and it's very cute. But I'm like, okay, but I do need those pens, Mason. Like, that is helpful. So this particular spread is my projects planning update spread. So basically, I have a lot of home improvement projects going on, and I'm really bad at finishing them, but very good at starting them, and then buying all the stuff for them, and then not finishing them. So that's one of the things that I really want to do, is to actually go through and finish the projects that I started. That would be very, very helpful, because I'm spending all this money on stuff that I want to do, and then my house is just cluttered because my barn door is still sitting on the floor. So yeah, so that's that's what this entire. Oh, and then there goes Mason, because yeah, he was really in the way at that point. So yeah, so I would really like to finish some of these. So this is my banana cow. Again, if you have names for these cows, please let me know, because I think that would be really cute to go ahead and name them. So this page, what did I do this page for? We're going to find out together. Important dates, that's right. Okay, so one of the things that I keep forgetting is like future dates and or like things that I can't forget in the month of June. So yeah, so that's what that page is for. But anyways, here is my setup. I hope you love this video. I love this theme. It is different. I've never seen anything like it. And that is always what I strive to do, is to do stuff that's just a little bit different. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.